It's time for the Tyson Degenhart Show with Boise State basketball star Tyson Degenhart, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union. Find a branch near you or get more information at iccu.com. Now, here's Tyson Degenhart with BJ Rains for another edition of the Tyson Degenhart Show on Bronco Nation News.
That's right, Roddie Anderson, our special guest. It is the Tyson Degenhart Show. We're pumped up about this episode 4. I still failed you again, Tyson. I've got to update the graphic there in the intro. Now that we have 3 episodes, we can update the intro and get some new footage in there, and that is my bad, man. Been at football media days and forgot about that, but we are excited. It is episode 4. They have yet to kick us off yet. Idaho Central Credit Union, our title sponsor. We appreciate them for making this possible. How's it going, Tyson?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing
busy lately.
Yeah, doing great, man. Not as busy as you guys, getting ready for the Canada trip. We're excited about that. We're going to discuss that. You guys are in the middle of your practices right now for the Canadian trip, so it's basketball season right now. So we're excited to talk basketball and the practices and who's looking good and what you guys are expecting from the Canadian trip. And then yes, we are going to talk to another one of your new teammates. We had Omar Stanley and Cam Martin on the last episode, and you're going to put Roddie Anderson through the ringer here in about 12 minutes when he joins us. So we're looking forward to that. And Roddie Anderson going to be a good guest. I'm excited for that. If folks do have comments or questions, go ahead and get them in now in the YouTube chat. Dennis chiming in. Hi, Tyson. Looking forward to hearing from Roddie. Your thoughts on the Canada trip. Have a great show. We've got another comment here. Looking forward to the show. Also excited to hear from Roddie. Perry saying, let's go. So get your comments in now. Get your questions in for either Tyson or Roddie Anderson, and we will get to those here in a little bit. We've also got some autographed Tyson Degenhart basketballs to give away. We'll tell you about that in a little bit in conjunction with an appearance that you're making. So excited about that. A lot to get to. And again, episode 4 of the Tyson Degenhart Show. We should, just in all transparency, Tyson, let folks know, and this is nothing against Roddie Anderson, but we are trying to get Talon Green. We are hopeful that Talon Green is going to happen here in the near future. We've been kind of teasing him for a while, and this was supposed to be the Talon Green episode tonight. But due to the football team having some rules in place and them not wanting to do any interviews until fall camp starts next week, we were unable to get Talon Green on this episode, but we are hopeful both Talon Green and the president, Dr. Marlene Trump, both will join us in the near future, correct?
That's the hope. Yeah, I think we can make that happen.
So looking forward to those, and again, they will be coming soon, but we were going to get Roddie on at some point anyway to talk about just so all the newcomers and folks can get excited to hear from them. And we went ahead and made that happen tonight. So we will talk to the 3 transfers after tonight. We'll get Andrew Meadow, Chris Lockett on here at some point in the near future as well, so the folks can meet the freshmen. And then I know we still want to get Max and Cade Rice on together. We've got some other plans, get Buzo on. We still have a plan for Uncle Tim and Mike to get together and tell some stories. That's going to be a fun one, too, with the assistant coaches. So the comments are flying in here. Hi, Tyson. Excited to hear from Roddie today. Dayton says, can basketball season get here faster? Can't wait to see you guys on the court. What is it like? I know you guys typically do summer practices and summer workouts and things, but to be in more of a structured period here, 10 practices, and then you actually get to go play 3 games, it's got to be a pretty exciting feeling here in the middle of July.
Oh, it's definitely exciting. These past 2 summers I've been down here, we've just been down here working and not having really like an end goal in sight necessarily at the end of the summer. We just go the 7 weeks, and now with, the end goal of playing in Canada this next week, it, provides a sense of urgency that we need to get ready to play and, have all these newcomers come and just see how we all kind of gel together. So it should be very exciting, and it's an exciting time for us.
How are things looking so far? You guys have had about a week and a half. You said maybe 5-6 of these official team practices with the whole group together here. Leon's back from Team USA, and you got Roddie back from his tournament, which we're going to talk about. And the whole team is pretty much together. What are your early impressions?
This team has a lot of talent. We have a lot of different guys that can do plenty different things for us, and now it's just about, piecing the guys right together, putting in the right lineups, playing the right way, and just getting everyone up to speed with our terminology and the things that we do on offense. So it's been a great time getting the new guys up to speed, and we should have a really, really exciting season coming up.
Give us some names, man. Name drop for us. All the newcomers, whether it's the transfers, the freshmen, who's standing out to you, man? Who are fans going to notice right away? They're going to help this team.
I think a couple off the top of my head that played pretty good today were Andrew, Meadow, and then the guy coming on later, Roddie. They both played really well today, and really excited what they bring to the table for us.
Now, I know they do different things, but, in a way, Cam Martin, Omar Stanley going to kind of be battling for a little playing time at times. How are those two both looking?
They both look good. They both bring some different things to the table. I think with Cam, being on a national championship team, even being there and being a part of it, that's just huge for us to bring that winning mentality over and see a guy who's actually been through it and knows what it takes to get to that point, is going to help us tremendously. His IQ, his passing, his shooting ability really helps us. And then with Omar, his athleticism on the defensive end and both on the offensive end as well. And he can do it all. So it's been really great to see those guys in the gym, and excited to get going with them.
Perry wanting to know how the chemistry is going so far.
It's been really, really good. First weekend we were here, we were all out having breakfast together, and you could just tell how we were all going to gel together. We're sitting in a restaurant and we're all just talking about different things about life, and you just see I could just feel the bonding, how special this group of guys is. And so it's very exciting to see, and, we just got to keep building off of it.
Your buddy, RJ Keene, how's he coming along?
He's good, man. It's going to be exciting to see him play for the first time in 2 years, along with guys like Cam. He just does all the little things right, and growing up in a basketball family, he knows what it takes to win. So it'll be a great addition for us.
We mentioned Omar Stanley and Cam and obviously Roddie, but the freshman, Chris Lockett, also you have, we mentioned Andrew. Is E-Man here?
He is not.
Okay, yeah, he's going to come in a little later, I think, and there's still some things to work out with him coming over from overseas. But in terms of Andrew, man, a lot of comparisons to you coming in as a freshman, making a big impact right away. I know folks joked about the hair back in the day as well. And you look at him, and no offense to Andrew, but if you picked a lineup of basketball players, he probably wouldn't be the first guy you'd look at and say, okay, that dude's going to be an all Mountain West player at some point. But what does he look like coming in as a freshman? Because I know that there were times last year where Leon was saying that he, there were games last year where he would have played if he were here. So, I mean, is he a guy that you have been impressed with so far?
Absolutely. He brings this work ethic, and then Chris does as well, but they're gym rats. They like to be in the gym and get thousands of shots up this summer. I think Andrew probably broke the record for the most shots in the summer for us. So he's just a workhorse, and same with Chris. They both bring shot making ability and just play the right way. And, as long as we all can gel together and play the right way, the sky's the limit for us.
Any, is it going to be the same style we've seen offensively, defensively, or any changes, with the personnel you have in terms of what you guys are looking to do? I know it's early. You're not going to have your full playbook in, obviously, next week in Canada, but overall, the offensive style and sets and defensively, I mean, is this team going to look a lot like it has, or is it going to be different?
I think there's definitely going to be some similarities, but I also think there's going to be some differences. I mean, you're going to see some of the same sets as last year, but, Coach Terry has always done a great job of trying to, find new sets that really work in the college game. And Coach Burns is always trying to figure out the best ways to make our defense even 1% better, which can make a huge impact for us. So it'll be a lot of the same, but there are definitely some different nuances as well.
Some of the other returners, Buzo, Max Rice, anybody else stand out to you? How are those guys looking?
Buzo and Max have looked great so far. I think Buzo's ready to take the next step as a player. Last year he kind of had a slow start, but I do not expect that this year. I think he's he continues to grow as a player and expands his game, and I think fans are going to really be excited about that. And Max is, as he always is making shots and doing the dirty work for us and always making plays. So I'm excited to have both those on the team as well.
Well, Bronco Nation News will be heading to Canada, the only local media outlet from Boise heading to cover this. Super excited to get up there next week with you guys, Tyson, and be able to do some interviews, show some highlights, really get Bronco Nation excited for this tournament. I do want to give a quick shout out to our three sponsors of the tournament. Bauscher Real Estate, our friend Matt Bauscher, No home is too big or too small for Matt and his team. Make sure you check them out at BoucherRealEstate.com. Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, a big supporter as well. Fourth-generation family business helping Idahoans build equity in their homes since 1951. For all your glass needs, you can check them out, Atkinson'sMirrorandGlass.com. Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, proud sponsor of Boise State Athletics and the Horseshoe Collective. And, of course, our friend Brian King. Nick Duncan is working for him as well. And they're investors, discipline planners, and financial advisors, but not just one, a team. And you get a highly personalized investment team of professionals. You also get the vast resources of a global financial institution. And they're ready to help you out with Brian King, and big supporter of Boise State, part of the King, Berrios, and Bartlett Investment Group. And again, you can give him a call. Check them out at RBC Wealth Management, and they're located there in Eagle. So check them out. 389-6812 is the phone number, 208-389-6812. And again, super excited for Bronco Nation News to be heading to Canada. Full coverage, pregame shows, postgame shows, morning shows. We're really excited about this coming up in a couple of days. And what are you expecting before we bring on our guest, Roddie Anderson? What are you expecting, Tyson, in terms of the Canadian trip and just your excitement level to get to go play 3 games?
It's very exciting, with such a new group of guys and some guys that haven't played for 2 years. It'll be nice to kind of get our legs underneath them and just be able to play and kind of get the kinks out early rather than, having them out in October and November. So it'll give us a nice little starting block to come back in August after everyone kind of goes home for a couple of weeks, and then we come back and start right up, and gives us definitely a huge building block to build off of, more than the past 2 years at least.
Well, we talked to Cam Martin and Omar Stanley on the show 2 weeks ago. Roddie Anderson, newcomer from UC San Diego, going to join us here in a matter of moments. What's it been like getting to know Roddie, and how do you see him fitting into the team?
He's been great. He brings this quickness and speed to the point guard position. And I know he looks like Shaver, but he just has a different dynamic to his game, and he's very quick, can get to the rim, and really likes to facilitate the ball. And I really like playing with him.
Well, we're excited to bring Roddie Anderson on. We do have 2 quick sponsors, and we got to thank Tyson first. Before we do that, I know you're a big proponent of Lean Feast there in Meridian, man. Dave continues to cook up the good meals. I'm pretty sure he's still providing some meals for the team, yourself as well. Tell folks why they should go check out our friends at Lean Feast.
It's the easiest food you'll ever get. You go in there, you pick a carb, a protein, and a veggie, and then they come in those little containers. You throw them in the microwave for about 2 minutes, and they're ready to go. And if you're ever running on a time crunch, it's the easiest meals you'll make, and they're very good food, very good for you. And so I highly recommend it to any of our listeners out there.
Leanfeast.com/Meridian. They're a sponsor of Bronco Nation News as well, helping me trim down a little bit. So I highly recommend them. They're a great spot. And obviously Idaho Central Credit Union. We're gonna give away some basketballs here, Tyson. Go ahead and show folks the basketball. Idaho Central Credit Union, our title sponsor. You will be appearing at BAM Jam coming up here in a matter of days. Next, I guess the day after we get back from Canada, August 5th. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. there in Caldwell as part of BAM Jam, Idaho Central Credit Union. You will be passing out these basketballs, signing them for fans. But we've got a couple to give away tonight. So here's what we're going to do. During our interview with Roddie Anderson, the first 3 people that sign up for a subscription to Bronco Nation News, you just go to BroncoNationNews.com, and the first 3 people that sign up, you will get one of these balls. And Tyson, I guess we can probably try to arrange something where you can meet them to give them the ball and take a picture with them. So if you want to meet Tyson Degenhart, get the ball signed and have a keepsake and a memory. The next 3 people, I'll be monitoring it during the interview, that sign up. We will get you go to BroncoNationNews.com, click on the register tab, sign up for a 1-year subscription, and we'll hook you up with a meet and greet and a signed ball from Tyson Degenhart, thanks to our sponsors at Idaho Central Credit Union. And again, you can meet Tyson at the BAM Jam tournament coming up on August 5th. So Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. They got a branch pretty much on every corner. You can do it more than 500,000 Idahoans have done. Make the switch today. They're a major sponsor of ours, and they make this show possible with Tyson Degenhart. So without further ado, a quick message from ICCU, and then we're going to get right to our special guest.
Right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is buying used vehicles. How much you want for the SUV?
I don't know.
Well, Lithia Ford will give you more than that.
How much more?
More than you think.
I'm not thinking anything.
I'm thinking you might get even more than that. See how much more you can get at Lithia Ford of Boise.
All right. And so now we're going to bring on a very special guest. new teammate of mine, transferred from UC San Diego, point guard Roddie Anderson. Roddie, thank you for joining the show tonight. How have you been enjoying your first couple weeks here in Boise?
What's going on, Tyson? It's been good. I love the city, love all the people out here. Love the play style too that we've been playing in practice. But just being able to like come to like a real college, like the environment, just like the culture and everything about it's been awesome.
That's great to hear. I know this is kind of a monkey on the back type question, but both your parents are Utah State alum. I remember that from your visit. Did your parents want you to go to Utah State once you entered the transfer portal?
Not like it was obviously my decision first and foremost, but it obviously would have been cool going to Utah State just based off like playing there. My dad played there. My mom went there, but nah, they didn't lean me in that direction at all. It was my decision to come here for sure.
Were you able to like take a visit there? I know they had some coaching changes from last year to this year, but were you able to take a visit there?
No, I didn't take any visit there. Boise was the only school I took a visit to. So once I came here, I fell in love with it. I didn't need to go anywhere else. So it was perfect.
That's great to hear. So I want to kind of go back to UC San Diego. How did you end up at UC San Diego out of high school? Like, where did you play high school? How did your high school career kind of go? And then how did you end up at UC San Diego?
So high school, with all the COVID and stuff, I didn't really get to be out there and play in front of a lot of coaches. So I only came out of high school with 3 offers. It was to UC San Diego, Cal Baptist, and UC Riverside. And honestly, my decision to go to UC San Diego was pretty much based off of my relationship that I built on my visits there, the play style that I've been watching, but also the city, because San Diego, that's a perfect city, sun, beach. Can't complain nothing about that. But yeah, so high school, it was rough because like I felt like I deserved more attention, more than like I wasn't ranked or anything like that out of high school. But UC San Diego is honestly the perfect school for me because I wouldn't have been ready to come here without them. Like they put the ball in my hands right away. I built that experience as a freshman and just been going from there. So like now I feel like I'm ready to lead a team and we could win. I feel like we could win everything this year. You feel me?
Yeah. We had a question in the comments. It says from BSU Logan, Roddie, what playing style are you going to bring to the team?
My playing style, I'm going to bring a lot of tempo. I'm going to push the ball, distribute. My plan is hopefully dunk on a few people this year, bring some excitement, you know. But honestly, the main thing I'm going to bring is fast pace. I think we're going to be able to put up a lot more shots this year than you've ever seen because I'm just running and gunning, and I'm looking to hit my teammates first.
Love playing at a high pace with a point guard that's really willing to pass. So I want to talk a little bit about your family because on this show we want to get to know our guests a little bit more. Talk a little bit about your family and you know how your family is basically all athletes and how they've helped you so much throughout your college career.
So as you said before, my mom and dad went to Utah State. My mom transferred to San Diego State her senior year, I think. But I got 2 sisters and a brother. So my older sister played basketball at Santa Clara for 4 years. Now she's a cop in Oakland. But my youngest sister is actually committed to go play USC soccer. She's going into her senior year. So like 2 years she'll be at USC. And then my older brother, he's at a JC right now. So everyone in the family's played sports. Just as all around athletic family, like aunts, uncles, all went to college, play sports. So I kind of had to do that.
When you had like family gatherings or parties or stuff, was there always like a game of one-on-one out in the driveway with your sisters, your uncles, your dad? Were there ever any instances of that? For
sure. When my dad was younger, we used to play one-on-one all the time, but he's older now, so I honestly would win every time. So he don't like to play me no more. But yeah, everything's been a competition in my family for real since I was a little kid. So that's always been in my nature.
And I'm sure that has helped you throughout your college career, just being able to compete and, you know, always do what's best for the team to win. So
yeah, definitely.
I want to talk about your year at UC San Diego. I know people were really, really excited when you transferred in. Kind of take us through what that year was like and what you learned throughout that process and what that helps you with now being at Boise State.
Yeah, the year was full of ups and downs, honestly. Obviously, too, because freshmen getting put into the fire like that, have the ball in your hands. I had a high usage rate my freshman year. And honestly, I didn't know what I was doing, so I was just learning on the fly the entire time. But that experience that I've gotten, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I had one of the highest usage rates in the country, and but I was really able to just like develop as a player, as a person, and as a man, like, and my personality through at San Diego. I was able to learn how to deal with the downs of a season, but also the ups, and not learn how to not get too high over yourself. You know.
That's good. Throughout the college season, there's always the ups and downs, and you just got to stay, level-headed throughout it all because it just comes
Yeah,
with it. We
gotta
do
be
have a
easy.
question in the comments. JT Belknap, what do you think of the talent of our team?
The talent, I think this is one of the best BSU teams you're gonna see in a while. Like, we're all around. We have tools that can pick apart any team. Got me at the point, Tyson, who's also obviously a killer, but also Buzo. We got the transfer Omar, transfer Matt, and another transfer. But I think we're gonna be all around team. Obviously, Max can shoot the ball. I think we're gonna be a really talented team, like none you've ever seen.
It's always good to hear. I'm glad the fans are able to hear it. So I know that a couple weeks ago you were in Europe. You were
Yeah,
playing for Azerbaijan, correct?
yeah, Azerbaijan. It's
How did
it's hard to pronounce. Yeah,
was I close?
yeah, you're pretty close.
Okay. How did that opportunity kind of arise to go play over in Europe a couple weeks ago?
I got the opportunity to go get dual citizenship, which was a blessing. I was able to go get a passport from them. But it's just been more experience. That's all I've been looking forward to. Just getting more experience for college, after college. So I went there last summer too, to Italy, to play in the FIBA tournament, and this year as well. And it's just been super fun basketball's been able to allow me to travel the world and just meet new people, be in different environments. So that was awesome.
What from that trip, like what do you think you learned? Like what was the biggest thing you learned from that trip that'll translate over to our team?
I think the biggest thing is learning how to play with the team, because in Europe, I feel like it's way different than America. They're more team based, so it's all ball movement, swing, pass, drive, kick. So that's something I was able to take from them, which I will definitely bring to Boise.
That's good. That's good. Kind of want to talk about some questions about Boise. You've only been here for a couple weeks. What are your kind of your favorite spots to go to now that you've been here for almost 6 weeks? What are your sort of favorite spots, favorite restaurants, favorite things about Boise?
I haven't been to too many restaurants. I've just been eating out lately. Gotta start cooking some food. But my favorite place to go is to the river with my teammates. That's been super fun. I've never seen anything like that. And just being able to float, chilling with the sun. I love how hot it is. It's been terrible weather back in Cali, so I've been taking full advantage of that at the river.
That's good. I'm hoping that Boise at least compares a little bit to San Diego in a way. Like I know
Right
San
now,
Diego,
yeah, for sure.
like
Right
you
now.
know how San Diego is so beautiful. Like when you able to go down on the beach and sit there. And here you don't really get that because you're landlocked, but you also have the river to kind of hang out in. I'm sure that's similar in some ways.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's definitely some like similarities, the sun, but most of my time at San Diego was actually like cloudy. I feel like there wasn't too many days where there was just like super sunny out. There was obviously some, but like not too many that I can remember. So it's been awesome right now.
Were you able to go to like any Padres games while you were down there?
Yeah, I went to one. It was cool. I don't remember who they played, but I know they won by a lot. But yeah, Padres is. I remember that playoff run they was going, and downtown was just crazy. Everywhere in San Diego, it was like a
Were you
party.
were you a big baseball guy? Like what kind of sports did you play while you were growing up besides basketball?
Yeah, I was actually really good at baseball when I was in like middle school, or like maybe my started my high school year. I went to the Dominican Republic, played for Team USA. I was there for like a week or something like that for a tournament there. We were playing Dominican teams, just teams from all over the country. So I was actually probably better at baseball than I was at basketball at that age, but I can't do baseball. Like, it's too slow for me. I'm fast paced, so I had to quit that.
What position did you play?
I was a pitcher, shortstop, and center fielder.
There you go. I know, like, for me, I played baseball when I was younger, but I couldn't play it because it was so slow. But I think as I got older, I kind of found a love for it. Like, there's so much beauty in the slowness of it. Like how, there's some sports where if you have 3 minutes left and you're up by a lot, you automatically win. But in baseball, you have to play till the 27th out. And I think that's something really cool about baseball. You agree?
For sure. I definitely agree. Like, as I'm older, I'll watch a baseball game sometimes. But I don't know. I think me playing it for so long, like, it's just been hard to get back into it just because of how slow paced it was, From going from baseball to basketball, it's really hard.
Yeah, most definitely. We do have a question from Perry here. It says, Roddie, what was the main reason for your transfer to Boise State?
My main reason, like, it had nothing to do with the basketball aspect at UC San Diego. Like, I love each and every one of my coaches and teammates. They're a family to me forever. But my biggest thing was I felt like I could do more. I could play with the best players in the country, and that's exactly why I came here, just to compete. Boise State, Mountain West is one of the best conferences in the world. So there's that's probably like the main reason I chose to come. Just like the culture and environment of this whole school.
That's good. You're definitely going to bring some great experience with having the ball in your hand, and you'll be a great impact player for us. We do have another question from Chase. Will there be any motivation when playing at Utah State?
Yeah, of course. Obviously got to go get a win at Utah State. Can't let them beat us here either. But I know my dad will be rooting for us, even though he went there and played there. But definitely some motivation playing against Utah State.
We got a question from JT here. The best dunker on the team?
I'm giving it to myself because I think I got a bigger better dunk package than O. O can probably dunk easier and he can dunk harder, but I can go through the legs, windmill. And I'm going to dunk on some people, so I'll show y'all who got the best dunk package.
If you haven't seen the clip, if you you can look online. It's on Roddie's Instagram against Long Beach State. You had a nice little dunk there. How did that even happen? Like the play, I don't remember exactly how. Did you get a steal? Like, how did it kind of all play out?
Yeah, I got a steal. That was my first, not my first dunk, but first body in college. So after I got the steal and made that in and out, I honestly blacked out. I don't really remember much after jumping, but I remember seeing the 7-footer come jumping with me, and I got excited. I was like, yes, I'm about to go punch it on him. And the biggest thing I remember is my dad at games, he's level-headed, he's cool, he don't say nothing, but I looked up in the stage and he was running up and down the stands, it was crazy. So that was a crazy moment for me. That was probably my best moment in college so far.
That's a heck of a dunk. That's better than any other dunk I've ever had. So we do have another question. BSU Logan here. Roddie, who right of the new transfer / freshman would think will make the biggest impact first besides yourself?
Right now I think it's either gonna be Omar or Cam for the transfers. They both just bring two different aspects of the big. Omar is athletic. He's gonna get to the rim. He's gonna dunk on you. But he can also he's a good shot. I see him as being like Bam Adebayo, low key. But super athletic, plays super hard. And Cam's a really nice big too. So we're gonna have two different aspects. Cam can shoot the three. He can go battle in the post. They both can defend. They both like to compete. So those two are gonna be a big impact for us.
We've seen this question come up kind of through the comment section so far. Do you have any specific pregame rituals?
Yeah, pregame rituals. I like to read my devotional for the day. I'm very religious. I like to pray before the games, but I don't really listen to rap before games. It just depends on my mood. I like to listen to calm music, so I listen to some Billie Eilish, something like that. But nothing too much as rituals. Just pray, read my devotional, and just get right in the head.
That's good. We have another, like, from EJ here. Who's got the most bounce on the team?
I'm giving it to me because I'm not that tall. I'm 6'2", and I can get up. Like, I'm going to go with me with most bounce. Me or Omar.
Have you seen, like, I know Kobe's been having some rehab here. Have you seen him be able to jump?
I haven't. I heard he has some bounce though, but I haven't seen him since I've been
Okay.
here.
Well,
Can he get up?
Well, when he gets healthy, he can get up. I remember last year, maybe he's our freshman year, he comes in, does the jump mat, and gets like almost 40. So
Yeah. All right, so me and Kobe gonna have to go head to head then.
yeah, he's got a good dunk package. He's gotten some self lob between the legs and warm ups before. So
okay,
I guess we'll have to see about that.
We'll see when warm ups come.
Absolutely. So listeners, if you have any more questions, feel free to send them in. We just want to get to know Roddie Anderson better and get to put him out there for you guys to know and love. So we're going to go to my signature question. If you've been watching the show, it's just one of those questions that you like to really get to know someone. And so for you, Roddie, who is someone in your life besides your close friends and family that has made the biggest impact on your life?
To be honest, it's probably, and everyone's gonna hate me for this answer, but Russell Westbrook, that's my idol, like for real. I think I play a lot like him. I think I shoot better than him though, but in recent years. I don't like the hate that he's been getting, but Russell Westbrook is like the reason I fell in love with basketball. Just watching him at a young age, watching how he competes, goes 100% every single day. That's someone who I've truly modeled my game around and who's like made the biggest impact to me, like besides my family.
Have you ever had the chance to meet him?
No, but if I ever do, that will probably be one of the best days of my life. I ain't gonna lie, because that's probably my biggest idol in my life.
I figured you both are Cali kids, so I figured there could have been a chance, but
no, I'm not there yet. Hopefully, I get there someday. I'm trying to make it big, but hopefully one day.
You will. So I know we have a question from Bill here. What is it about Coach Rice that impresses you?
I think his attention to detail, just the little things about his culture that he wants. He makes sure everyone that he's recruited models their like life around those cultures. But he's a great coach, super nice. But I like a coach he's not afraid to let you know like what's real. He doesn't sugarcoat nothing, but just not being fake. What he tells you is what he means.
That's very true. I want to ask you another question off that. Have you ever had? I don't remember if you've had, but have you had a Coach Burns rant on you yet?
Yeah, I have. I've had Coach start yelling at me a little bit, but I'm used to that. I'm good with that, so I can handle any criticism, anything Coach is saying to me. I know they just doing it out of the goodness of their heart. So I don't take any offense to any of that. But yeah, I've had Coach Burns get on me a few times.
Yeah, everyone has on the team, and it's just a matter of time before it happens to someone if they haven't had it yet. So, yeah. BSU Logan, would you say that you're going to bring the clutch factor that Shaver had?
Yeah, I'm definitely not afraid of the big moments. I'm willing to have the ball in my hands at that time, but not only just for the shot, but to make the right play for my teammates if they're open too. So yeah, I'm not afraid of any moment.
That's good. So I know we have this Canada trip coming up. Are you excited for it? Like, what are your kind of thoughts about it so far?
I'm super excited. We just I just got here like 3 weeks ago, so just getting right up and running. So we get to play. I'm super excited. Like, I can't wait. Leaving like 4 days. So it'll be a fun experience. Good experience for the whole team too.
All right, Tyson, I'm going to jump in here and steal a couple questions before we get Roddie out of here. Roddie, Tyson's been asking all these questions talking about you. Let's talk about Tyson here. What's it like getting to know him, and what do you think we should expect from him on the court this year?
Tyson's been a great leader for the whole team. Just little things he does at practice, like when we have to run, telling everyone get behind the line, making sure everyone daps each other up, like during breaks. But also being that vocal leader to everybody, making sure everyone's high in spirits. And I think he's going to be a great player again this year. Everyone knows what he can do. I think he's going to be even better this year.
He's kind of like a NASCAR driver. I mean, he's got different logos from companies all over his clothes and his Instagram. You gotta try to get some of those similar deals here, or what?
I'm trying. I'm gonna try for sure. I haven't really been out looking yet, but just been trying to settle in so far. But yeah, if I can get any deals, I'll take them.
Was that part of your recruitment at all? I mean, did they kind of talk to you about what the opportunities are, and do you see guys like Tyson that are out there being able to make some decent money doing shows like this and stuff? I mean, did it have anything to do with why you picked Boise State?
Yeah, definitely had a impact on my decision for sure. Because I saw Tyson got car dealerships. He got Tyson doing all right for himself right now. So hopefully I can get something like that soon, get some deals. But right now I'm just worried about basketball. So definitely had an impact on why I wanted to come here.
Mark Carringer, by the way, says wife and I will be in Canada. Can't hardly wait. So you have at least 2 Boise State fans there making the trip up to Canada. But for you, you mentioned that was the only visit you took. But so were there any other schools you were seriously considering? Did you have an offer from Utah State too, or who did it come down to, or was it kind of Boise State was the only option or choice?
Utah State was weird. It was a little weird because of the coaching change. I was talking to their head coach a lot. They wanted me to come out there. I mean, their assistant coach a lot. They wanted me to come out there. But no real offer from Utah State. But I had some from the University of Utah I was interested in, University of Arkansas I was interested in, and Colorado State I was interested in.
How much better do you think, playing with better players around you, more talent around you? You mentioned kind of a bigger stage, a bigger school. How much do you think your game is going to be able to be showcased and that you'll become a better player playing around guys like Tyson and Buzo?
I think it's going to skyrocket my game because, iron sharpens iron. But honestly, I think my turnovers will go down because I'll have to make less plays for myself. And I think it's going to be – I've already gained so much experience playing with this new team so far. And I'm excited for what we can do this season.
Now, what about your shot? I mean, if there was one – I don't even want to say negative, but one thing when you look at your stats last year, the shooting percentage probably wasn't where you'd like it to be, where you think it will be. How do you look at because, talking to Coach Rice and the coaching staff, they feel there's a ton of improvement you can make in your shot, and that we're going to start to see that. How do you look at, maybe some of the numbers last year and who you are as a shooter?
Oh, for sure. I see the brighter side of things, so – my last 6 games or something like that, I hit 3 to 5 threes every game. My percentage was going up those last 6 games. Our last 3 games of the season got canceled for COVID, but I've been making steady improvements since I've been in college, and they've been working with me. I'm already more confident in my jump shot right now, and by the time season comes, I'm not worried about it right now. So I have high faith in my jump shot right now, and I think that is the biggest thing I got to work on.
Now, I guess this is a question for both of you guys, but you kind of have a rarity. You have 2 sets of brothers on the team, and we're going to have at some point, Tyson, right, the 2 sets of brothers on the show. We did have Cam on last week, but we didn't have his brother on. You got 2 sets of brothers, and then, 1 set of brother has the head coach as their dad. Roddie, what's it like for you? What are you noticing with, the little brothers, Cade and Alex, and just how they're fitting in with big brothers on the team?
I think Cade's been doing a good job. He's been here a few years, so he's already used to it. Alex, he's doing good too. I see he wants to be like his older brother. He's getting the arm sleeve right now, just like his older brother. But I think they handled it really well so far.
Now, I know Leon goes out of his way to not call Max. He calls him 12, his number, just because he sees any other player to him out there. But Tyson, have you you noticed anything, or maybe you, Roddie, just about how Leon treats his kids out there? Kind of a unique thing.
He definitely doesn't show any favoritism, that's for sure. He always treats everyone as his player, and then when he's off the court, he can treat them as his sons, and that's something I really respect about Coach Rice, is he's able to separate the basketball from his family. And if anything, he's probably harder on his kids because he knows what he can get out of them and how cool this experience is to coach, not only 1, but 2 of your sons. It's been a great time having both of them out there, and even having Alex and Cam here has been great. It's kind of funny. The little brother is always kind of like a little pest, always getting offensive rebounds and stuff. And the older brother kind of has to put them in their place. Like, all right, this is not how it's going to go. And show them that they've been through college basketball and they know what to do.
Roddie, you agree with that on Coach Rice with his sons?
Oh, definitely. You wouldn't even, if you never met either of them and you watch practice, you wouldn't know that they're his kids, which is something I really respect. There's no daddy ball involved at all. And just the way they talk to him, they don't call him dad or nothing like that. They call him coach. But, yeah, definitely agree with Tyson on that. I really respect you about Leon.
All right, Roddie, we kind of started a new tradition on the last show, but before we let you go or get you out of here, Tyson spent 25 minutes asking you questions. It's your turn to put him on the spot. Any question you want to, in front of Bronco Nation here, put Tyson on the spot, ask him anything, whether it be about basketball, about his life, about his girlfriend, anything, man. The floor is yours here on the Tyson Degenhart Show, man.
All right, bet. I think my question to Tyson would be, what goes through your mind like when Coach Burns be going on his little rants at practice, like one today where he just be screaming and screaming, You
just got to listen to him. Coach Burns is not one of those that likes when you talk back to him. So you just have to take it like a man and listen to him. And, in the heat of the moment, it may not feel like you need to hear it, but if you look back on it and reflect, you're like, man, I probably was wrong there. And I know Coach Burns does it out of love, and he wouldn't do it if he didn't know that we could get better. And so all about it is just staying calm and just letting him go on his rant and then listen to him and just make sure you correct that error before he goes on an even bigger rant the next time.
Yeah.
I think when you guys have the 4-hour bus ride, from Vancouver to Kamloops or whatever next week, I think Mike Burns would be the perfect guy to be sitting next to you on the bus, because some of the stories he has, Roddie, I don't know if you've heard any of them yet or heard about the legend of Uncle Burns, but I mean, he's got so many great stories. That was one of the most fun stories I ever wrote last year, was telling the life story of Mike Burns. It was that guy has met more famous people and done more crazy stuff in his life than anybody. So Roddie, next time you need a laugh or something, man, you got to get Coach Burns telling some stories.
All right, but I got to hear some. I haven't heard any yet.
What's your favorite, Tyson?
I think the one that always sticks out to me is the Nolan Ryan story. Roddie, you know who Nolan Ryan is?
Yeah.
So I think the story goes, I think he worked for the Mariners back in the day, and they were hosting the All-Star game or something, but Nolan Ryan came through, and I think he stood in the batter's box and watched the Nolan Ryan fastball. And it's just incredible to hear about all the people that he's met. I think he met Pele when he was playing for an MLS team when they came to Seattle, and he's got a bunch more. And he's just an incredible guy to have on our staff. And
he was actually the bat boy for the visiting clubhouse when Nolan Ryan was on the Angels, or I forget who else, Astros, I guess, at some point in his career. He was rehabbing, so he was throwing a bullpen session. This dude is like one of the greatest pitchers of all time, throws 100 miles an hour. And, Burns is the bat boy, and he goes down there during batting practice just kind of watching, and all of a sudden the catcher says, "Hey, kid, get in here for a couple pitches." And so, he had to go stand in the batter's box while Nolan Ryan's throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastballs and snapping off sliders and curveballs. And he said that was certainly an experience that he'll never forget. But he's met famous musicians. This guy has got all kinds of stories. So go check out the story, fans, if you haven't read it, BroncoNationNews.com. Mike Burns is a legend, and looking forward, hopefully at some point, we're going to have it happen, right, Tyson? Burns and Duryea telling stories on the show? Hoping so. We can make that happen, I'm sure. Well, Roddie, we appreciate your time, man. Bronco Nation's been loving the interview. Thank you so much for jumping on. How's obviously you've seen what Tyson can do on the court, but how is he as a media member and a show host here?
I think he's got a future in this. His questions, his return, what he says after your questions, it's been good. I think he can do this if he wants to after basketball's done.
Well, we appreciate that, man. Looking forward to seeing you up in Canada. As I said, I'll be heading up there to cover it. Looking forward to getting some highlights and getting interviews and stuff back to Bronco Nation from the games, and it's going to be a fun couple of days. So best of luck, man, getting ready for the games and up there. And as you get ready for the season, man, we look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
There he is, Roddie Anderson. Tyson, you'll be seeing him soon. Great stuff, man, from your teammate there. Nice call on the guest.
Oh, thank you. I felt like it was a good guest to have with, having both transfers already on earlier in the month and just having the Utah State tie, and he had a lot to talk about. So it was a great interview, I thought.
Okay, so we have one of the balls to give away still, Tyson. So we have we mentioned here before. If you came on late, if you want an autographed basketball from Tyson Degenhart, and you had a chance to maybe after a game, or we'll figure out a time, Tyson, where we can have you give them the ball, a meet and greet from Tyson Degenhart and an autographed ball. We're giving it away to the next person that subscribes to BroncoNationNews.com. So you're getting coverage for barely $1 a week. All kinds of exclusive stuff. We hired Mike Prater. We got Jordan Kay now. We got a full team at BNN. We're heading to Canada this week for coverage. So you're going to get daily coverage for like the next 8 months of Boise State athletics through the end of spring practice, all through football and basketball seasons. So it's worth it in itself. But as a special way to entice you, Tyson has graciously allowed us to give away a ICCU autographed basketball. And again, you'll get a chance to hopefully meet Tyson when this happens. So the next person that subscribes to BNN, we will hook you up with a subscription. And Tyson, we also should mention, okay, first you're going to be at Bam Jam. It's in Caldwell, right? Coming up next Saturday. So hopefully folks will come meet you. You'll be passing out some balls there as well. We do have a trivia question. We should wait. Perry says, thanks, guys. Can't find coverage like this anywhere else. Dennis says, great interview. Mark's looking forward to seeing you guys up there in Canada. But I should stall for a minute to get somebody to sign up first. But we do have a trivia question where we're going to give away a ball as well, correct? Are we giving one away or two with the trivia question?
We have two.
Okay, so are we doing the first two with the same answer, or should we go two questions? I think we could do the first question, and then I have an idea for a second one as well that we could throw in there. But we'll do the trivia question, and then if you don't get it, we would love for somebody to subscribe, and we'll give you a free ball anyway. But if you want to win a free ball from signed by Tyson Degenhart, and again, he'll be passing them out at Bam Jam, so you can go meet him there in Caldwell coming up next Saturday. We're going to take the first person that puts it in the chat. And, if you have to Google it and look it up, like that's on you. We would prefer that you don't play this the honest way here. But whoever is first that we see in the YouTube chat with the correct answer will win a autographed ball from Tyson Degenhart. So, Tyson, the floor is yours here. What is our question?
The question is, what is the one road arena in the Mountain West that I have not won a game in?
Road arena in the Mountain West that Tyson Degenhart has not won a game in. Pretty crazy, by the way. In 2 years, Tyson, there's only one that's left.
Yeah.
You have one in, 10? I guess 9 of the other 10, because you've won a game in yours as well. I guess you could count that. So 11 Mountain West arenas. You have won a game in 10 of them in 2 years. If somebody can chime in the comment section with the one arena that you have not won a game in, the first person to do it will win an autographed ball. And, okay, the guesses are coming in. Our friend Chase Love looks like he's first, and he has the correct answer.
Winner.
San Jose State, because you are 0-1 there, correct?
0-1, yeah. My freshman year, we only played them once, and it was at home. And then last year, we were able to play them twice. And we had a game that we felt like we let slip away, but San Jose State is the correct answer.
That was a game. That was a painful game. That was getting set for the San Diego State game, I think, right before that on the road, and would have had at least kept you alive for a tie for the regular season title, I think, at that point. Yeah, that was a tough one. But who would have thought San Jose State, of all places? I liked your idea for the question. They're kind of a trick question. The only Mountain West arena you have not won a game in. We had guesses of Utah State, New Mexico, and Wyoming. There you go. So I've got the second trivia question that I hope you know the answer to. I'm going to put it on the fly here. And again, this is probably easily attained by looking up, but hopefully folks won't do that. Let's have some fun here. Chase, by the way, will be in touch with you. Send me an email, rains@bronconationnews.com, rains@bronconationnews.com, Chase, and we will get in touch with you on how you can pick up your basketball. But the second question for the other ball, Tyson, what is Tyson Degenhart's career high, and who is it against? Tyson Degenhart's career, is that a fair question?
Yeah.
Tyson Degenhart's career high, how many points, and who is it against? Tyson Degenhart career high. First person with the correct guess. We could have done, we almost did your first dunk, but we decided not to. You said that was Air Force?
It was Air Force my freshman year. Yeah.
Are we talking one-handed, two-handed? I mean,
Two-handed.
Okay. And then you had one against Fresno last year.
Yeah, that was in the intro video, actually.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
One of the first clips.
Okay, so career high for Tyson Degenhart, and who was it against? And we'll give away another basketball here. By the way, while we've been talking, Tyson, your Mariners have come all the way back to take the lead 9-7 on the Minnesota Twins, and you were a little disappointed before the show because they were down big, but they've scored 4 runs in the 8th, 3 in the 9th, and they won the game. The Seattle Mariners win 9-7. Big comeback against your Twins.
Well, I looked at the stat line, and seeing Julio Rodriguez with 2 home runs is always a good thing to see. So that's always great. And, he doesn't have the greatest sophomore season per se, but he's turning it around. And
all right. I'm going to put some guesses on the screen. Don't give too much away. Just say if it's correct or not. Bill has Colorado State, 24 points.
That is not correct.
Okay. Derek Harris has New Mexico, 31 points.
That one is not correct.
Okay, we still need a winner here. So career high for Tyson Degenhart in 2 years, and how many points was it? And again, we'll be giving away a autographed basketball. If you want to win, if you want one automatically, and you don't know the answer to the trivia question, we would love to have you subscribe. We've had over 90 new subscribers in the past 8 or 9 days since we started Football Media Days last week. So jump on in now, help support our sponsors, help support the efforts that we're doing here at Bronco Nation News. Would love to have you as a subscriber, and thanks to Tyson for donating a couple of his basketballs for our subscribers. So again, if you subscribe, the next couple of subscribers, I think it's the next one because we already have 2, and I'll be reaching out to you. Then we will hook you up with a autographed ball. We got one left. So jump in now. $70 for the whole year. Heck, even if you sign up for the $6.99 a month subscription, maybe we'll give you one as well. Sam Buffington, while we're waiting to see if we get that last subscriber, says 23 points, 8 rebounds against San Jose State.
I will say that was correct up until this season.
Okay.
So it did happen my sophomore year. That was my career high my freshman year. So it happened my sophomore year. That'll be a hint.
Wade says 11, one-on-one. You lost to RJ Keene.
I don't think that's happened, unfortunately.
Our friend Chase Love says he knows the answer, but doesn't think it's fair to get both of them. So appreciate that, Chase, and appreciate you for commenting and knowing what you're talking about here. We need another winner. I mean, we got a lot of people watching this right now. This should not be that hard. Career high. And at this point, I guess just go Google it. Go look it up. But career high, and who was it against? He just said it was this past season. Tyson Degenhart. It was it at home or on the road?
It was on the road.
Okay, and it was a very big game, a very close game, correct?
Very loud game.
Yep. Probably one of the loudest that I've ever been to in my 11 years covering the team. That I can say it was a controversial game. Some things happened either on the court or off the court, I guess you could say. But we're waiting for let's see. Derek Harris, you're around it, but you're not right. He's saying 34 against New Mexico. All right, we got it. Cohen, Harden, we had 2 right away. Perry, you were just a little bit delayed, but this is correct, right?
That is correct. And we do have an extra ball, so we'll give one to Perry because they both came in at about the same time.
Okay,
so
I think it was a split second, but how about that? Tyson Degenhart is willing to give you guys both a ball. Send me an email, Perry and Cohen, reigns@bronconationnews.com, and we will hook you guys up with your autographed Tyson Degenhart basketball. We appreciate you, Tyson. Appreciate ICCU for donating those balls. And again, we have one left still on the other ones we're giving away. So if you missed out and you want a ball, you just have to sign up for a subscription to Bronco Nation News. I'll even take you on the monthly subscription, $6.99. Sign up for a month if you can't afford to do the whole year, and we will hook you up with the ball as well. So I'm going to be monitoring that subscription page here, and as soon as I see one pop in, we will email you, and you will be the winner, and we will hook you up with one. So be in here first so you can get it. But we are looking forward, Tyson, to the upcoming trip. You guys have a couple more practices. I think Coach Rice is going to talk to the media on Thursday. Some players, probably yourself included, will be doing some media on Friday, I believe, before practice. Going to let the media watch a little bit of practice on Friday. And then you guys are taking off on Saturday for Canada. I will be heading on Sunday morning. You guys will have practice on Sunday, and then the first game on Monday night. But I know we've kind of talked about it, but pretty exciting, man, in July to get to play a game. I don't know if you guys will be wearing practice gear in those games or the actual uniforms or what, but just to have a game and referees and play somebody else. And I know that the level of competition is unknown, and probably games you guys should be able to win. But you guys are going to play some different lineups, try some different guys, get everybody some experience. What are the overall goals, I guess, for you and the team on this trip?
I think the main goal is just to get to play with each other and build a chemistry and play against someone else. This is a huge opportunity for us and something that we're not going to take for granted. We're going to go in there into each game and not underestimate our opponents, because we really don't know what we have coming for us. I mean, any team can beat anyone on any given day, so we have to make sure we come with our best foot forward and give it our all each and every night that we play. Have you been to Canada before? Somebody asked on the comments earlier. I have. I think I've been twice. Have you been to Vancouver? I have. I went on a cruise. I was on a cruise with my grandparents and my whole mom's side of the family, and ended up being in Victoria and in Vancouver. So I heard Vancouver's beautiful. I think where we're staying, we're right next to the water, so that's what I've heard. So looking forward to that. Remember, it's been like 10 years, so I'm excited to be back. Yeah, I've heard it's one of the prettiest cities that there is. So again, Bronco Nation News will be there. We'll have full coverage, maybe even a special Tyson Degenhart show. We'll have to see if we can get some man on the street interviews, maybe get some fun stuff. But we're going to try to talk to as many players, as many coaches as we can. We'll have pregame shows, postgame shows, morning shows. Tons of content, tons of chance for you to get to know the players on this team and get to know the coaches and just really get excited. I mean, it's pretty rare, Tyson, that basketball is going to be, either taking center stage or at least sharing the stage with football the first week of fall camp here. I mean, it shows how far you guys have come with this program, and the fact that somebody like me is, investing in the money to go, cover this trip. I think it shows where you guys are at, and a lot of people are excited about this trip. So thanks again, Brian King, RBC Wealth Management, Matt Boucher Real Estate, and of course the Atkinson family, Atkinson's Mirror and Glass. Check them out, atkinsonsmirrorandglass.com, our three sponsors for making this trip possible. Really excited to get up there to Canada in a few days. And someone's asking about, will the games be streamed? No, there will be no streaming. You'll get to see some highlights that I'll be taking and posting on the post-game show and on YouTube. But I think Coach Rice and the coaching staff not wanting to let some of the early season opponents have too much tape of your offensive sets and things. So there will be no actual streaming of the game, but we'll get some highlights and some coverage on the post-game shows at Bronco Nation News. So any final thoughts, Tyson? Episode 4, another solid episode. As we mentioned, for folks that came in late, we are still efforting Taylon Green. We are still efforting Dr. Marlene Trump for future episodes. We have some other great ideas as well. We may even branch out to some basketball, football guests here as we get into soccer season and volleyball and some of the fall sports here. Some of your teammates, some of your coaches are still going to be future guests, but we're rolling along, man. Any final thoughts here? If you guys have any guests that you kind of want to see, feel free to reach out. Let us know, because we want to do what you guys will watch. So any guests, within the Boise community, Boise State, we're willing to listen to all your guys' recommendations and just to try to make this show the best as it can. Well, we still got one basketball left, so I'll be reaching out to the 2 that already signed up. For the next person that signs up for that subscription, we will be in touch with you. Just go to bronconationnews.com, sign up for the subscription, and you can get the autographed basketball from Tyson Degenhart. If you were one of the contest winners from the trivia question, make sure you email me, rains@bronconationnews.com, and we will figure out a way to get you the autographed basketball from Tyson. And again, as one more final reminder, you can meet Tyson at Bam Jam. You're just going to be out there signing some of those balls and meeting folks, right? Yeah, we'll be in an ICCU booth, similar to what I did at Hoop Fest. So excited to meet all you guys out there, and just to be at a 3-on-3 tournament's always exciting. It's been a part of my childhood since second grade back at Hoop Fest. So excited to be a part of the Caldwell/Boise version of it. So that'll be in Caldwell coming up next Saturday. So fresh off the Canada trip, you can go meet Tyson out there from 10 to 1
at BAM Jam. So thanks again, Idaho Central Credit Union. Go check them out. There's a branch pretty much on every corner. You can do it. Over 500,000 Idahoans have done of late and make the switch. The best in the mobile e-branch online banking. They're supporting Tyson. They're making this show possible, and they're making a lot of things happen with Bronco Nation News possible. So easy to transfer money. The mobile e-branch online banking, as I said, is just so easy to use. And we use Bronco Nation News and the Raines family both are Idaho Central Credit Union members, and very happy that we made the switch when we signed a deal with them. So support Tyson, support BNN, support the sponsors by starting a new account with ICCU. And if you ever bump into somebody at ICCU or whoever, just make sure you let them know that you appreciate them for sponsoring BNN and Tyson, and we any feedback will be appreciative as we try to keep these deals moving and going into the future. So Tyson, appreciate your time, man. We will see you probably Friday at practice, and then certainly try to catch up with you again at some point in Canada on one of the shows. And looking forward to it, man. It's fun to be talking basketball here in July, and another nice episode, man. Well done.
Thank you. It's always fun to talk basketball in July. You don't always get these opportunities to talk about it, so it's always exciting.
Well, there you go. That'll do it. Episode 4, the Tyson Degenhart Show. Again, thanks to ICCU and Lean Feast. He's Tyson Degenhart. My name is BJ Raines. Have a great rest of your night. Jordan K. and I will be back 9 a.m. tomorrow for Bronco Nation News Live. Hopefully you will join us then on the very spot you're watching this show right now, the social media channels of BNN. Have a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you later. The Tyson Degenhart Show from ICCU here at Bronco Nation News, bronconationnews.com.